So I thought there might have been a having to sell before bringing in, but it doesn't seem like. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you're watching this. Welcome to this video. If you could like, share, and subscribe to the channel, much appreciate it. Liking help the video, subscribing, let me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. And sharing gets in front of people's faces. Thought I'd change that up a little bit today. But like get a like to about 100, 200 each video, be nice. Pushes it on the algorithm, and we'll see what happens there. And hopefully it pushes it further. But Sheffield Wednesday, I thought we would be having to sell before we had to bring in. Now, it seems like Danny's saying that we don't have to do that. It seems like we've got a different outlet. Danny turned around and said to start, it depends on how we come to a point where we look at what happens in market. You have players here that have something in mind, but if no request from other teams, nothing happens. We know what we want to do, and it's now about a balance. And that word balance is key. He got to get this right balance with the players now, because we know we got the potential with this squad. We know we got a little bit of gelling in, so because we saw that at the weekend. It still needs time to gel and get things going. Now, one of the things for me is that I'm intrigued to see what we bring in next and what position. I still think it's midfield we're going next. Generally think it's midfield we're going in next. Maybe another defender, because midfield still looks the lightest position in terms of depth that we got. Now, Danny also said it's a great opportunity for us to go straight in. It doesn't matter if the player leaves or not. The next 2 weeks might be a little bit different to the first week. I feel a little bit more we are step by step seeing what happens and making the right decision. Good thing if we've done well at the moment, we have a good window and we have had good support from the chairman. He has been a big help for me to bring players in. And that to be fair, he's not going to slag his boss off, let's be honest with him ourselves. But it's good to hear that the chairman have backed him. There have been people criticism at Chancellor, we know this, but the chairman have backed him and helped him and the recruitment team get what they want to get in. Now, for me, this next 2 weeks and what we bring in is going to be really crucial. Like, generally, I think it's going to be really crucial to where we go and what we bring in and how far we are into the window in terms of, like, getting players in. It's Tuesday today. By Wednesday, it'll be middle of the week, and we'll literally have a bit and a week to go, and then the window's shut. And for me, I want this window to be shut and know that when they have made the right decisions, brought in what they want, and then been able to go, right, this is our squad, we settle on it, we get going. There's going to be a bit of it where you're going to look at 25-man squad. Last season, we had it where some players didn't get picked in that 20-man squad, and it was like, why has he not been picked and stuff like that. I don't think they're going to have that this season. I think there's a togetherness with this squad. I think there's an understanding with this squad, and Danny's building the right mentality with them to know that some of them knows they might not get game time and they might need to go out on loan or potentially leave. And he's had those hard conversations with certain players already, with ones that have already left the club. Now, he gets another holding midfielder in. I think that will be crucial. I think you get another centre mid in as well for your rotation. Another midfielder would be nice. I generally start to think we need another winger. Or you need another rotation. So maybe the 4 players we need. I'd be interested to know what you think we need after watching the last 3 games. I think we can all agree that midfield looked the weakest in terms of depth. I am generally intrigued what we do though, because I'm looking forward to seeing us hopefully. I doubt it, but hopefully I'd like us to be all done and dusted on the 31st. not on the 31st, that's when the transfer will be done. On the 30th, I like it all to be done and dusted on transfer deadline day itself. Like, maybe we bring one in during the day, but we're not doing a mad rush right near the end. I like that to be done because I think Danny'd like it to be done. You saw how knackered Danny looked on that deadline day last year. Last season, sorry. And you got to think that you don't want to have that again. Danny will be working hard with the players to make sure they fix the mistake from the weekend. Big game on Friday. Very big game on Friday. I'm doing a watch on for that. So your previews and stuff like that will be Thursdays and possibly Wednesday. I think there might be a press conference Wednesday by the club. It could be that we'd have a preview and a press conference all on the same day on Thursday, which is highly possible. But we get this game done. We'll see where we are. And hopefully it can leave us in a good mood for the weekend. I think at the moment, we're just seeing what happens. Seeing what happens and going with the motion and how the season starts to look. I really, really want us to be on that high as such of being ready to go for the season in terms of after this Millwall game. We know what the team is. We know what the players are. We know who we're working with. And it's then down to brass tacks, working hard and getting into it. They've had a good pre-season. This last 2 weeks of this summer window, it's going to be interesting. I'm not going to say it's going to define our season because I don't think it is. But we get the right player in. It could really help a lot if we get that right player in, especially in midfield. Especially if it's a defensive midfield as well who can hold the ball up and not play players who don't really fit it. So I do feel like that's something we've tried to do with Josh. We tried to fit him into that position, and he doesn't know how to play it yet, and that'll come with time. But let me know what you think. Midfielder, centre back, winger. That's where I think we need. I've kind of changed my tune a little bit up top. I think there's enough up there to be okay with. It all depends if you let Cag go. If you let Cag go, possibly you bring another one in. But I don't know. I think that might be enough up top to be okay with it. But you've got players like Patterson, Smith, Johnson, who have all been spoke about maybe leaving. Smith is the one that I kind of go, you keep now. But you see what happens, and it can be a very interesting 2 weeks for this window. But Danny said we don't need to ship out before we bring in.